everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. And today we are going to be inspired by Ariane Poole. Ariane is a professional makeup artist. She's been working with 60 and Me now for several years and has given us some incredible advice on how to apply makeup in the way that's best for older faces, older skin, and also just how to be a real woman in the world. You know, we've got lots to do, and makeup is just part of our positive aging regime. But thank you so much for being here, Ariane.
Oh, thank you for having me, and thank you to the community for embracing what we talk about as well.
They love you, honestly. There's always so many good questions. And before we start, actually, Ariane, I must say, because people always ask, your website is arianepoole.com.
Yes.
You ship products of your own amazing line all over the world.
All over, yeah.
Yeah, and you also are on QVC in the UK. And I've watched you a few times. You're so good. Seriously, you are the best. So entertaining, and you're so honest. I mean, I really like that. You don't let people slip up with things. You just are direct and to the point, and I respect you for that. So thank you. Okay, so here we go. Now, one of the questions that our community asked us about when you came on was the whole thing about blush, color on your face. Yeah. We all had our favorite products and techniques when we were younger, but what's best in terms of blush for women over 60?
Well, I am so glad this question has been asked because it's one that I am very passionate about, mainly because I'll tell you a little bit quickly. A friend of mine is a presenter, does fashion on QVC.
Right.
She was doing a show, and she rang me and said, "Oh, how did you think I did?" I said, "Oh, you did really, really well." And she did amazingly. Yeah. She said, "Oh, how did I look?" I said, "Oh, your clothes were fantastic. They really suited your shape and the way you move." She said, "And how is my makeup?" And I went, "You look forced out." And she went, "Okay, I thought so." And I was putting on bronzer and more bronzer and more bronzer. And I think that what happens is we look at ourselves and we think our skin tone, if it's darker, like false tan or bronzer or something, is going to give us that glow, that lit within kind of look. It doesn't. We need a little flush of color on our cheek.
Little peach. Or pink.
Just a little bit. And I think what frightens women, especially we women in our 60s, is that we don't want to look like those clown cheeks that we saw maybe our grandparents or our grandmothers, our grandfathers, obviously, but our grandmothers. You don't want to see that rosy kind of look that was sort of very artificial.
You're trying too hard, You
want something that looks natural. So how do you do that? Well, there's a few ways. You can use a cream blush. So I've got a couple of cream blushers here that are really, really lovely. I've got one from Bobbi Brown. Let me just grab my Bobbi Brown one here.
Bobbi Brown does some nice products. Actually.
I love these ones. Yeah. They're mirrored there. So
pretty colors. Pink.
Isn't that gorgeous? It's a really lovely pink. It's not too fierce. I mean, you may think it looks like a crazy color inside, but if I pop that on my hand.
Yeah, it softens. Oh, yeah, pretty.
And this color. Fabulous color on you, actually.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love the way you've done your blush. You've done yours really, really.
Oh, thank you.
It's not too much. It's just enough. Can you imagine if you were wearing a beigey colored blush or just a bronzer?
I know.
You fade into the background. And this is what we keep saying. We don't want to become invisible. So that's one of them. And I'll demo a little bit of that on me. Then I've got one that we do. We've just launched some cream blushes. This is like a corally shade.
Oh, that's pretty. Peachy color for summer. Yeah, it's a nice.
I'll put a little bit of that on my hand as well, so you can see that.
Okay.
That's a softer, like a peachier kind of shade.
That's nice.
Yeah. And then I've got these wonderful sticks that are by Clinique. So Clinique do these fat, chubby sticks. Again, that's a corally shade. They do all sorts of stuff.
That's very pretty. It's frosty, more frosty.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit of sheen, a little bit of a glow to it. And then obviously there's also the Charlotte Tilbury ones, which are, this one is a darker shade for somebody maybe of a little bit of a deeper, richer skin tone. So it gives you a little bit.
See, creams really, I love creams. I'm wearing cream, but I actually have tried something else, which we're going to talk about. But I think that there's just, and also you can pop a little bit on your lips. If you only got one thing to take with you in your bag, I tend to take a blush.
Yeah. And so, so I'm going to grab.
Very good choices.
I'm going to do the Bobbi Brown one, and then I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I like to layer these ones together. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, smile.
Get the little so apple of your eye, your cheek. What do you call that? The cheek? Apple? Apple of your cheek.
And the reason why you do that is because you don't want to put it too high near the eye, because otherwise it closes up the eyes. So I'm going to pop a little bit of that there. So that is really subtle. It doesn't look like
pretty
round cheeks. It's really pretty. And I've got high coloring. So for me to want to put a blush on, people would think you're crazy. Yeah. But I've noticed that when I look at myself in the mirror, just in a shot, if I'm wearing just a contour or a bronzer, I look washed out. And that's what happened recently. So that's why I'm thinking, as we age, we need to adapt. And it doesn't mean get rid of whatever and start from scratch. It means adapt. So what I love to do, and especially if I'm doing somebody for a wedding or some event where they're going to have their makeup on for a super long time, I take that and I take a little bit of a matching or coordinating powder, and I pop that over the top. And now that one's one of ours. It's called one of my ones. And then I'm going to pop that just over the top. You get that glow of the cheek from the cream, but you get the longevity of the powder.
Now, what color was that again? Was that one of your products, the powder?
Yeah, it's called Rosebud. But
it's very pretty. Yeah,
it's really lovely. It's really nice and soft. It gives a hint of color, and you can see this side here just looks a little bit faded and washed out, and not as vibrant. And a lot of people say if you've not got any blush on, if you've got too much bronzer on, are you ill? Are you feeling okay? And you're thinking, great. I'm missing the mark somewhere here. Always with the blush. And my friend, exactly the same. So I sent her some blush. I said, try this.
Ah, sweet.
And she's looking fabulous now.
This is great. Well, one thing that you've done too. Yes, sorry. One thing I was going to say that you've done, which I know you've told us before, and that is if a lot of people don't like having their pictures taken for lots of reasons, but one thing you can do to make your face look more bright is to put it on that apple part of your cheek, because that's where people, when they're doing a picture on the camera, they're actually seeing that part of your face. So that's, just applying it again. That's people. Go ahead.
See where I'm going to put that. There we go. And then I'll put a tiny little bit of...
Yeah, it's really a nice combination.
And it's really... watch this space, because I'm bringing out, in the next few months, a powder and cream blush duo in a little thing like that. So it's a duo, the powder and the
cream. Great idea.
So that they coordinate together. So if you don't want to sit there and go traipsing around trying to find which one goes with which one goes with that, you'll have the perfect one, because they will be pre-coordinated by me.
That's really a cool idea. So why would you then not advise people to put just powder or blush on without putting the cream as a base?
Powder sometimes is depending on how dry your skin is, can just sit on the surface of your skin. And make your skin look dry. Sometimes cream ones, people feel that they fade too quickly. I have always, since I started makeup, which was many, many years ago, I've combined always the two together, because I wanted to create this really gorgeous, natural, flushed look that you can just, it's just a hint of color on the cheeks. It's not too crazy.
It's nice. It's really nice.
It picks up, it lifts up. Now, and especially if you're somebody who likes to wear their neutral tones or their blacks.
Right.
Neutral tones and blacks tend to drain color out of our faces. You and I like wearing color, so we may want to ease up on the blush a little bit. But if you're someone who loves their beiges and their taupes and their camels or their charcoal grays, navies, and blacks, pick it up just a tad with your blush.
Okay. I'm so happy that we went through this, and I think it's going to be a real eye-opener to people, because I don't think that people think to choose both. I mean, to combine both. It's like, well, I've now stopped using powder blush, I'll just go with cream, but then it doesn't stay on. I go outside and it's disappeared. Why not, use them both together? But I'd love to get the colors and the names that you use there, because that particular combination that you've done is fantastic. And then, tell us about the new ones when they come out too. And this is what I love about you, Ariane, is that you're always doing new things with makeup. You're innovative.
Finding people when there's a need, finding a solution. So if there's a problem or something that is that we're looking for, let's see if we can sort that out and find it.
That's a great idea.
It's called Pale Pink.
Okay, that's a Bobby Brown.
It's Pot Rouge for lips and cheeks, exactly like you said.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I can just pop a little bit of that on my lips.
I love this.
I love stuff that's easy.
Yeah.
great. And then it was Rosebud that I coordinated with that, which was from my range. And it's a mineral blush called Rosebud.
Wonderful. Okay, we'll put that in the article so people can, know what to look for. And as you said, there's choices galore. So it's just that technique though of using cream as a base, not too low, not too high, just starting in the center, and then powder to just set it and make it look extra special.
And you can add if you want to add a highlighting powder, you can do that, or a highlighting cream, you can do that. Hey, it's great. And what you can be guaranteed that it's going to last at least 12 hours.
No, it's a really great, I mean, that's the thing people want, that if to put makeup on and forget about it and get on with life, which is the most important thing.
Exactly.
Thanks a lot, Ariane. Really good advice. Hope that was useful to everyone. And if you've got questions, by the way, for Ariane, put them in the comment section below, because after our videos, she always takes a look, and I take a look too. And we try to then address them if we haven't covered everything the next time that we talk. So thanks again for being here, Ariane. Bye for now. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.